Lausanne Diamond League. Kimeli stuns Fisher. Seville crushes Lyles. Keely runs 1:55. The Diamond League headed to Lausanne on Wednesday for the first of 2 Swiss stops in a 9-day span. The Diamond League final is in Zurich next Thursday. Some of the world's top athletes were greeted at the usually picturesque Stade Olympique de la Pontaise, with cool temperatures, mid-60s, and an unrelenting rainstorm that threw several events into chaos. Times were generally slower across the board, but Keely Hodgkinson still managed to run 1 minute and 55.69 seconds to win her second consecutive 800m race in 2025, while Seville crushed Noah Lyles and the rest of the 100m field by running 9.87 on a day where no one else could crack 10 seconds. American Grant Fisher had a chance on the last lap of the men's 5,000 to earn his first career Diamond League win, but was outrun by Belgium's Kimeli, who sprinted to an unlikely victory in 13 minutes and 7.67 seconds thanks to a sensational final 150m. The big American story was Josh Hoey's terrific 1 minute and 42.82 seconds win over Emmanuel Wanyonyi and Marco Arap in the men's 800, which gets its own article here below for thoughts on the rest of the meet in Lausanne. Full results. 1. Grant Fisher's wait for a Diamond League victory goes on as Kimeli stuns everyone to win the 5,000. Grant Fisher had been bounced around and shuffled back during the final kilometer, but as the bell rang to signal the final lap in the men's 5,000 meters, the 28-year-old American was well positioned to earn his first career DL victory. Since elevating to world class in 2021, Fisher has finished third, second, third, and second in Diamond Leagues entering Wednesday's race, but never first. He did pretty much everything right on the last lap in Lausanne. Fisher was on the shoulder of leader Samuel Tefra at the bell when Hagas Jebrouet attacked with a rash move down the backstraight. Fisher followed, but did not try to fight for the lead. It was all shaping up for Fisher to swing wide off the final turn and streak away for the win. And that is what would have happened were it not for Belgium's Kimeli running the race of his life. Fisher ran his last 200 of a tactical, rain-soaked race in 26.6, covering the final 100 in a quick 13.1. But Kimeli beat him to the punch, launching a huge move with 150 to go. He was already clear of Fisher coming off the final turn, then buried him in the home straight with a sizzling 12.6 final 100, 25.4 final 200. To win in 13 minutes and 7.67 seconds to Fisher's 13 minutes and 8.51 seconds. As he walked around the rainy finish area, Fisher carried a combination of frustration and disbelief on his face. And who can blame him? Kimeli is a solid runner. At last year's Olympics, he finished 8th in the 5,000 and 19th in the 10,000. But Fisher was third in both of those races, and Kimeli's PBS of 3:36/7:41/12:56/27:07 lag, well behind Fisher's 3:33/7:25/12:44/26:33. How did the 31-year-old Kimeli, who had never won a DL before, he won the 5K in Brussels in 2019, but that was not a DL points event, prevail in Lausanne? Before this, the Kenyan-born Kimeli's best Diamond League result was 6th in the 5,000 in Brussels last year, but he had been showing signs of progress. He ran PBS of 12:56 and 27:07 last year at age 30, and last month he ran 13:01 in Houston in a race he won by 7 seconds. Still, this was a stunning victory from a guy who has largely been and also ran on the Diamond League circuit throughout his career. As for Fisher, I don't want to overreact to his first race in Europe in bad weather after a tough double at USA's. Second place in a Diamond League is not a disaster. But if Fisher is hoping to improve upon his bronze medals from Paris and challenge for gold at Worlds, he will need to be better in Tokyo. Getting his doors blown off in the final 200 of a tactical race is not encouraging. It felt like cross-country out there, Fisher told meet organizers. The rain made it tactical and messy, and everyone realized times were out the window. I closed well, but I need to be a bit more proactive in the last 150 meters. These kinds of races are good practice for championship season. It's about sharpening, building confidence, and fixing weaknesses before Tokyo. 2. Oblique Seville destroys Noah Lyles again. Noah Lyles has now faced Jamaican stars Oblique Seville and Kishane Thompson a total of 3 times in the 100m in 2025, and he has lost all 3. Seville beat Lyles handily in London on July 19th, 9.86 to 9.90. Thompson beat Lyles on Saturday in Silesia, 9.87 to 9.90. And today in Lausanne, Seville smoked Lyles again, 9.87 to 10.02. Embed from Getty Images. Seville got out to a rocket start, while Lyles did not respond well to the gun, and by 10 meters, Lyles was already 0.10 behind. Seville would stretch that gap to 0.15 by 50m, where it would remain for the rest of the race. Considering the pouring rain, 64-degree temperatures, minus 0.3 headwind, and 0.15 margin of victory, Seville's race today is one of the most impressive he has ever run. His PB is 9.81, which came with a plus 0.7 wind. But impressing during the regular season and the rounds at the championships has never been a problem for Seville. His issue is putting it all together in a championship final. Lyles is different. While he is good in the regular season, Lyles is at his best when it matters most. Lyles has run 100m personal bests in the 2 biggest races of his life, the 2023 World and 2024 Olympic Finals. Remember, Seville beat Lyles in the lead-up to last year's Olympics as well. That is what makes this year's World Championships so fascinating. The Jamaicans have the talent to win it all, but Lyles has shown that he will be ready for the moment. They may have beaten him on the circuit in 2025, but to truly take his crown as king of the 100, they will have to beat him on the day when it counts in Tokyo. No Jamaican has won a global 100-meter title since Usain Bolt in 2016. Running 9.87 in those conditions shows I can go much faster anywhere in the world, said Seville, who is coached by Bolt's coach Glenn Mills. That's a good time. I've beaten the Olympic champion twice, in London and here, and that gives me a lot of confidence heading into the championships. It's been a while since a Jamaican man has won the 100-meter at a global championship, and of course I believe I can be the one to do it. My coach inspires me a lot. Even the small tips he gives make a big difference. Lyles was not shaken by the defeat, but acknowledged he cannot start as poorly as he did tonight if he is to win in Tokyo. I just had a horrible reaction to the gun, Lyles said. That was the only thing wrong. Technically I felt good, my warm-up was good, but once you miss the start at this level the race is basically over. Physically I feel great, and I am confident every race will get better and better. The goal is to sharpen the details, especially my drive phase and my start, heading to Tokyo and the World Championships. Lyles also added, he's not worried about today's performance.